Welcome. I just did an intro and it was really bad, and it's good that it was bad because I wasn't recording, but now I am. So welcome to the first edition, and probably only edition, of whatever the hell I'm going to call this crap, metal comic references, or comic references in metal songs, part 0.4. I even have some notes today. I don't know if you guys noticed, I do in fact like heavy metal. Look, here's proof. I have a guitar. I own this. So, oh, yes, I'm wearing color today. I should probably be wearing like a heavy metal shirt or something, but I think every other video has me wearing a heavy metal shirt. So, yeah, I'm not wearing that today. I'm wearing a local business from the 70s called Mr. Mattress. Just down the road from me, support local businesses. So the first, we got possibly my favorite thing on here, Red Skull Rock by Tank. So, it's about the Red Skull, and I guess it's about rocking. Or is it about like the side of a cliff face that looks like Red Skull's head? I don't know, but it definitely references Captain America and Bucky in it. And yeah, so that is definitely a song about Captain America. Red Skull Rock, that's the Red Skull, Red Skull Rock. Oh yeah, just before we get into this, there's probably other crappy crap from like other genres. Like for instance, well, it's not crappy, but Godzilla by whatever group that is. My cat just jumped off something and squeaked, so he's gonna be coming over to bother me right now. Throw me off my game. Come here, my son. What? Don't be so whiny to me. The people want to say hi to you. Can you see them? Hi. Hi. Are you mad at me? He's fine. What? But yeah, so I don't really want to talk about crappy crap. So if it's not on here, I either didn't know about it or it's crappy crap and I don't consider it metal. All right, because everything on here is in fact metal or heavy metal or some form of heavy metal. At the softest, it's hard rock. We got Darkness Descends by Dark Angel. So I'll put it on the screen here. I always screw up the chorus. The city is guilty, the punishment is death, the blah, 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 blah. Darkness Descends, that shit. Yeah, it's Judge Dredd. A lot of people don't know that. So I guess the whole album is a Judge Dredd album, even though it's just a tombstone. I think this is a pretty obscure one that even like, you know, heavy metal junkies such as myself seem to overlook. But because everyone knows one we're going to get to in a minute. Well, I guess I'll just do it even though it's down here. Everyone knows I Am the Law, Anthrax. That's probably the best Anthrax song. That or Death Rider. So it's up there, and but it's just overplayed and everyone knows it. It's the first song everyone's going to go to, right? So, but yeah, Darkness Descends, Dark Angel, is actually about Judge Dredd and the 3 judges. Or is it 4 judges? I can't remember. It might be 3. Sorry, I'm making myself look like a dumbass. Maybe I'll just edit myself here so I look real smart. Probably not, though. Okay, next we got a local, well, they're local now, but they used to be from Montreal. Aggression, my good buddies. Talking to Denis, he's a big Captain America fan. Good dude. So yeah, this is Green Goblin, literally about the Green Goblin. Talks about his finger lasers and everything in there. So it's 100% about Spider-Man, but mostly Green Goblin. Next we got one of my favorites ever, Manowar, Thor the Powerhead. So I guess you could argue this is about Thor the mythological being, but then you could also argue that Marvel's Thor is the same mythological being. And they also talk about like wearing a cape and like, so I don't know if the real Thor of mythology would have had a cape or not, but I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that this song is about that, mostly because I just want to have Manowar in this video. So what are you going to do about it? Nothing. All right, so this was actually one of the best, or I don't know, a really good comic presser in Canada, Canada Comic Pressing, Jeff, commented this on my page, Mothra, by Anvil. And at first I was like, no, Mothra's about a movie. But upon further research, it was actually like a really obscure newspaper kind of magazine. So yeah, technically Mothra did appear in comics first. So yeah, it is. Yeah. So Mothra, Anvil. Anvil was cool for like one album. And now they just aren't. But they are Canadian, so that's nice. All right, we got a double Megadeth here. Well, it's almost like a triple. Yeah, so Killing Is My Business. Kind of. I think there might have been an interview where he talks about that album and the song possibly being about the Punisher. I know he's a huge Punisher fan.
Believe it or not, Holy Wars was inspired by the Punisher. The second half of the song, The Punishment Due, I mean, read the lyrics to it. They killed my wife and my baby with hopes to enslave me, right? It's Frank Castle. Same thing with the title track to the first record we did, Killing Is My Business and Business Is Good. Paid Assassin, that's him.
I'm a huge Megadeth fan of especially the first two albums. Third album's really good. Rust in Peace starts to lose me. In fact, I probably like Euthanasia more. Tell me how dumb I am in the comments if you even know what that stuff is. Anyways, yeah, so the second half, they killed my wife and my baby with hopes to enslave me. First mistake, last mistake. A bit of a poetry slam for you there. Next we got Psychotron by Megadeth. I actually didn't know this until I did some research. This is about Deathlock. Computer on board, engaged in a war, non-stop combatants. Computer on board, engaged in a war, non-stop combatants. I can understand why people don't like Megadeth, because that is some fucking dumb vocal delivery sometimes. But yeah, that song is, I don't like that song, but there you go. It's not the worst. Chorus is okay. Bionic and organic, not a cyborg. Watch me get a DMCA strike for that. Next, this is a whole album, but I'm just going to choose one song off it. So, The Dark Saga by Iced Earth. I don't want to hear any shit about what's his face and the Capitol in the comments. Shut the fuck up. This is not a political channel. Violator, Iced Earth. It's an entire concept album about Spawn, drawn by Todd McFarlane. I'm sure most people know this, but I'm just choosing the song Violator because it's probably the best song on the album. Dun, dun, dun. It's just fucking fast and almost like speed metal-y at times because how driving the drums are. But yeah, Violator is pretty sick, sick character. So. So here's one from my buddy. He's a big comic reader like myself, Kyler. Cloven Hoof, Silver Surfer. I didn't know this one. I never really listened to Cloven Hoof. Pretty friggin' cool. So I would definitely check it out. And also, Surfing with the Alien, Joe Satriani. Even though they don't directly, there's no lyrics in this music, but he's right on the cover and it's obviously Surfing with the Alien. You know what it is. So next, we got something that kind of sucks ass. I'm not a really big Entombed fan. The first two albums are cool, but then Wolverine Blues, they even did a music video. It has Wolverine in it. They had Wolverine on the stuff. Wolverine's in it. So yeah, I don't know why there can't be a cool Wolverine song, but it has to be Entombed. Wolverine Blues. Cringy ass fucking Swedes. What are you gonna do? All right. Just a quick add-on to this video. Sick of It All. I know of them from Grand Theft Auto 4. Liberty City Hardcore. They've been liking some of my stuff on Instagram. And I kind of forgot about them. Never been much of a hardcore punk guy, but that shit is awesome. The song Injustice System. really gets me going. I just want to lift some heavy shit and push some nerds. But yeah, they got a song called Clobbering Time. The lyrics don't have anything to do with the Thing, but I'm pretty sure it's about the Thing. And there's a bunch of stuff about it. So, not quite heavy metal, but I'm going to break the rule for this and add Clobbering Time. Hopefully I can speak going forward to this list. Thank you for dealing with my Dane Bramage. Back to the video. Addendum 2.5, probably the biggest comic fan in heavy metal. Actually, I know Kirk Hammett is a big comic fan. Danzig is a huge comic fan. He even had his own comic label. But I can't really find any songs about comics for that. So I thought I'd just add this in before people start screaming. But yeah, he's probably the biggest comic fan in metal that I know of. I think Sebastian Bach had a pretty good collection that I heard of too. Apparently the Danzig logo's from a comic. So, go down that rabbit hole, will you?
What kind of comics?
Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
One of your favorites?
Yeah.
So, now we got the 2 bonus ones. A little bit of self-promotion. So, Shadows of Time, Witch's Hammer. Fun fact, I wrote the lyrics for this, and they're about Apocalypse from X-Men. Yeah. Pretty fun. And, if you like speed metal, as you should, give it a listen, buy our shit, and hopefully we'll be touring to a city near you, if I can learn how to speak. And then the last one is my other band, Assimilation. This is an unreleased track. So I don't know if I'm even going to put it in here because it's probably a bad idea. I put it in a story, but that disappears in 24 hours. But it's a song about Ghost Rider. So if I don't put it in here, I guess you'll have to wait and see for when that comes out. But yeah, so that was a heckin' load of friggin' fun. So I hope you got all learned up on heavy metal. I could possibly do like a rap one of this. I know like, what's his face talks about Tony Stark all the time. One of the guys from Wu-Tang. I'm having a brain fart. I'm obviously not as huge into rap. Well, that's hard. I do love rap, but not all rap. But I do love metal, but not all metal. Some metal sucks and some rap sucks. But I do like both a lot. But I don't think anyone's going to look at me and be like, that dude is more into rap than metal. Because I'm clearly not. So I don't know how I'm going to get out of this video. I guess I'll just keep rambling and then edit it. I guess it's kind of funny. Some people might think it's funny. Some people might just think it's absolutely stupid, but I don't really care. I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing and moving as I move. And then as stuff goes, hopefully stuff keeps on going. And then if it doesn't, I can always pick it up and try again. But if I